This will be a short admin focused walkthrough of the platform along with some important updates that helps in daily operation. So let me quickly outline what we'll be covering in today's session. In this session, we'll look at Lystloc from an admin's perspective and go through key workflows and recent updates that improve visibility and efficiency. To set the context properly, let's first understand what Lystloc is. Lystloc is a unified platform designed to help businesses manage and monitor their field teams in real time. It combines live tracking, CRM, attendance, reimbursement, and reporting into a single system, giving admins a better control and visibility. Now that we understand what Lystloc is, let's talk about the dashboard. We'll start by explaining the dashboard conceptually. So it provides a real-time summary of attendance, check-ins, live locations, and overall team activity. Admins use this view mainly for quick monitoring and high-level decision making. So this dashboard is mainly used for quick, quick monitoring and decision making rather than doing a detailed analysis. Next, let's move into some of the recent updates, starting from CRM related improvements. These are some of the updates introduced based on customer feedback, focusing on better control, cleaner data, and improved workflows. We'll begin with how leads are handled and converted inside the CRM. In the CRM, leads can now be converted into a new contact or merged with existing contact based on the matching criteria. If a company name is present, a customer record is created and linked to the contact. From there, a deal can also be created and associated with the customer. This flow helps reduce duplicate data and keeps the CRM cleaned and structured. In the next slide, you'll see the same process represented as a flow chart, which visually shows how a lead moves step by step from creation to contact, customer, and a deal. So you can see how it is converted, how a lead is converted. So now that we have covered lead conversion, let's look at how notes access is controlled across the system. So the notes access is now role based across all modules. Admins can configure who can view, create, edit, or delete notes. So based on roles, users can either see only their own notes or all notes, helping maintain data privacy. Next, let's look at the digital signature feature. So a digital signature field is now available in the meeting notes on the mobile app. Users can capture customer signature during meetings, and these signatures are saved as images linked to the meeting record. So this is useful for confirmation, proof of visit, and audit purposes. I'll now play a short video to show how this works. So as you can see, they'll have this in the meeting notes wherein they can get the customer signature. And this can be found in the reports. Similar to image and file upload. Moving on, let's look at some important updates related to tracking. Yes. Questions, can you go on? Yeah, thank you. So these updates focus on improving tracking accuracy and loop clarity using AI-based enhancements. To understand why these updates matter, let's first look at what affects tracking accuracy. Tracking accuracy depends on factors like GPS strength, device permissions, and internet connectivity. If any of these are weak, it can impact how routes appear in the system. To handle these challenges, we have introduced AI accurate route. AI accurate route cleans inaccurate GPS points and reconstructs a smoother and more reliable travel path. At level 1, only highly inaccurate jumps are removed, keeping the route close to the real moment while improving clarity. Next, let's look at the reimbursement feature under today's feature spotlight. The reimbursement module helps admin manage expense claims in a structured and transparent way. It supports multiple reimbursement claims and configurable approval workflows, making the reimbursement process smoother and easier to manage. And one important part of this module is travel reimbursement. Travel reimbursement is configured from company settings, wherein admin define different transport modes and set per kilometer pricing for each mode. If any changes are required in the available transport types, those can be handled from the backend. And once this configuration is enabled, a transport type field is added to the login form. Users can select the transport mode they are using for the day, and their travel distance is automatically tracked based on the selection. So this data is reflected in the GDR 133 report, which gives clear visibility into distance traveled and reimbursement calculations. So this you can download it for week. It's a downloadable report. I'll show it to you how the report is. So let's now move on to a live product. As you can see here in the admin panel, we have reimbursements. The reimbursement request that the user raise on a daily basis. This is where it gets stores in for the admins. And as an admin, you get to view it and approve and reject. First, we'll just see how the reimbursement is created from the user's end. The users will have access to the reimbursement module from their mobile phone, as I mentioned earlier. So what they'll be doing, it's like this is a custom field. You can ignore that. They'll have the start time, start date, end date, and the reimbursement type field. What they'll be doing is they'll be selecting the start date and the end date and the reimbursement type. For specific types, the form might change. For accommodation, they'll get accommodation set of questionnaires, and if they want to select a different type, they'll get the details. They have to fill the details regards to that. And if they want to fill in like 2 to 3, I mean, like they want to select 2 to 3 reimbursement types on one go, that is also possible. And once they submit their reimbursement request, it gets popped up here. And as an admin, you get to view the details and approve and reject. When you click on the request ID, you can see the reimbursement request raised, and further details, additional details are found under the details. Here it will have the reimbursement type, the amount claimed, and notes. And if they upload any sort of images or documents, we can find it here. I'll just quickly share it. These are the results, as you can see. And approving or rejecting a reimbursement request, it's simple. Once they open it, if it's on pending, it just show you. You can check the details and you can approve or reject it. If you're approving it as an admin, it'll ask you to enter the approved amount. Say from approving to the whole amount. And I'll have enter a node here. And once it confirm, it's in default, you'll have the reporting manager as the approver. But if you want to make like 2 or 3 approvals, if you want additional approvals, this is where we'll be making the settings. Besides the addition reimbursement request creation, you have the settings. Here in default, it is the reporting manager. The reporting manager will be approving the request. But if you want like 2 or 3 levels of approval, this is where you'll be configuring it. All you have to do is just select the user's name. And how the flow works, it's like if it's like 2 level of approval, first the first level of approval should approve it, then only it will be transferred to the next level of approval. So that's how it is done. This is with the reimbursement. For travel reimbursement configuration, all you have to do is first head to home. You have to navigate to settings. In their company settings, here you have the travel reimbursement. Here you get to configure the pricing of a star personal car bike. What is the kilometer price? Per kilometer, what is the pricing? You get to configure it here. And once the pricing is configured, all you have to do is create a login form. Or if you have a login form, you have to add a transport type to it. In my instance, I'm creating a login form. I'm just naming it as login. I'm just add a transport type field here. And I get to choose what are all the options that I require. And as I mentioned earlier, if there are any sort of new fields needs to be added, if we say like we have a different type and we need to add it in the transport options, it can be done from the backend. So what we'll do is we'll just select the options. And once you click on, you'll be clicking on save. And users, when they log in, they'll be selecting the transport they choose for the day, they're going to use for the day. And based on that, their kilometer, they automatically travel reimbursement is, their kilometer is tracked and it will be done, it will be given in the reports. I'll quickly show you this. So this is the travel reimbursement report, which will contain all the data based on the login form created. So at the time of login, they'll be selecting it. This report will contain the login time and the logout time, the total working hours, the mode of transport that they opted for the day, the total distance traveled, and in the configuration, we'll be putting the reimbursement amount per kilometer, so it will reflect here automatically, and the reimbursement amount that we claim. It is calculated, and this is the download. Report code is it's GDR 133. That's with the reimbursement module. One of the key features and updates. So please feel free to unmute and ask your questions or post them in the chat.
I have one query, Mitch.
Hello.
So, hello?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay. So suppose I have been uploaded a file, a list of list the customers list. If I want to delete, like if I have been uploaded like 5 or 6 files, I want to delete one file in that. How I can remove it?
In which module are you referring to, CRM or reimbursement?
It's in the CRM.
Yeah. I mean, like you have imported any customers or contacts, or like you have made, I mean, like made any attachments to it.
No, I have been imported the customer contacts, details, and everything like
Okay.
5 to 6 files. If I want to delete one file in that, how I can
Okay.
remove it? Total
Are
whole
you
file,
referring
list of the
are you
documents.
referring to bulk deletion, sir?
Yeah, I want the bulk deletion. Yes.
As of now, bulk deletion is not available in the front end, sir, but we can support from the back end. You can contact the account manager or in this regard, or you can just reach out to us at customer support at lystloc.com. Team will be contacting you on that. I mean, team will be helping you out on that.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. So I have
Yeah.
called.
As of now, the bulk deletion, it is not available in the front end, but we can support from the back end.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks much.
Maybe more question. If you have 10 more minutes, you will post the question in the chats. I mean, like in the chat. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Can you please? I mean, I'm just posting your email. Can you please post your query to this email, sir? Our support team will reach out to you, and we'll just check into the issue. Yes, Aparna. I mean, like, I don't think we have that as of now. We can maintain leads in the CRM. No, we don't have. But we still, I mean, like, we have each stages, and based on that, we can track. But whatever you're asking, it is not available yet. And for Moscow Nutricals, so can you please post your contact number in the chat so that the team can contact you? So, Rapana, for your request, we'll be recording this and we'll be putting it as a requirement ticket, and we'll keep you posted. Your account manager will contact you.
Sir, this update all are available for standard plan and also another plans.
Which one, sir? The reimbursement or the CRM?
Now you showed new updates in Lystloc
It's this
software.
this reimbursement. It is available in all standard and every plan.
And another one that was digital
The travel reimbursement, it's a paid up.
digital signatures. That update is available for all stud plans.
No, sir, the digital signature, it is available in our suit plan.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Ms. Neeraj, sir, can you please drop your contact number so that we can connect on that? Please post your contact number in the chat. We will connect with you, and you can just tell the user details. You give the user details and what date there was no kilometer. We can check on that. Thank you. Proceed. No questions? Question in the chat. So don't want to unmute and talk. We are going very fast. We still have 5 more minutes. No more questions.
How accurate is the kilometer reading in this? I just joined, so I don't know whether I've missed out if someone has asked this question.
The users, I mean, like if they just keep the app running in the background and if there are no sort of disturbances in their, I mean, like internet, it is fine. We have offline tracking, but the GPS and the app running in the background is the key factor. So if this is not disturbed, it will show the accurate kilometer, whatever they have traveled for. But if they like close the app from the background, I mean, like I'm not saying that intentionally it is done, but at times we'll also select that close all where the all the recent tabs will be closed. And if they don't, I mean, like if they're not noticing it, and if they like leave it for like an hour or something, it will directly impact the kilometer. So we suggest them keeping the app locked in the background. And if this is all set, if these points are all marked, you'll get the exact kilometer, the actual kilometer that they travel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's accurate.
But one more thing, I don't understand.
Yes,
In the dashboard, there are two. Just a second, let me open the app.
yes,
In the dashboard, there are two things I see. One is customers and one is contacts. I don't understand
yes,
why
sir.
the fields are the same. Both of them, the fields are the same. What is the reason why it is that way?
No, no, the customer might be the company that you have this. I mean, like, who are your customers? And the contact is the contact person who within the company. That's the difference.
But when you go to customer and when you try to add a customer, it is
Yeah.
coming like customer first name, customer last name, email ID. And it is the same when you go to contacts also and you try to add a contact, it is showing
Yeah,
first name, last name. But a company means you don't have to give a first name and last name. No, it
yeah, sir,
much.
yeah, sir.
This is a little misleading. And then again to teach everyone, they say, "Sir,
No
ये
problem,
सही
sir.
नहीं है."
I'll note it
So
down. I'll note it down.
customers, you please give company name, and then what are the required parameters for company that would make sense for it.
No, I'll note it down, sir. I'll make sure that this feedback is like sent to the tech team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your feedback and for your observations, sir.
And regarding this reimbursements, is there any way, say once the reimbursement comes to the admin for approval, we send an
Yes, sir.
okay, can an email
Okay.
be generated to the accounts team also? Yes, this particular reimbursement is okay, you can clear it. Is there some option like that? Because when I was trying to find, I didn't find it. Only the email goes to
No, sir.
the receiver.
Yeah,
But for an accounts team, if is that possible that way?
you can check on that, sir. It's a requirement. We don't have that. No. I mean, like, we can give reports to the accounts team. We have reimbursement reports
Yeah.
similar to what I've shown. That's a travel reimbursement. We have a general reimbursement report, which
Mm.
is called as GCR 163.
Mm.
We can give that report to the accounts department. It will have the status and whatever that the request that is raised by the user, it will have. You get to download it by selecting the date and the user to which user you want
Mm.
to download it, and you can just send it accounts team so
Mm.
that they can check. But as of now, we don't have the email flow.
Okay.
I'll note this down as well.
Yeah. Just an accounts
Any
team
more?
email, so let it go
Yeah,
to them directly with all the details. It makes it more easy. That's it.
yeah, sir, sure. Sir. Noted, sir. Thank you, sir. Any more questions, sir?
That's it.
Thank you so much,
Any
Arjun, sir.
any other? I mean, my bad. I joined late. So anything new you thought in this particular session?
Like, I mean, we covered CRM and we also have a new addition, which is like digital signature, which is available with us. So at the time of visiting the customer, users can get the customer signature, which can be done from the mobile in the forms module. It can be activated. So we have this recorded. I'll make sure that it's sent to you so that you can refer it later.
Yeah. And
Yes,
the other thing I was just thinking, see, log in and log out. No, you have initially as
sir.
soon as you mark the attendance, you keep pressing in, and then after
Yeah,
logging in, then you get the option for check in and check out.
yeah.
Can't it be a two different buttons? Login, log out is one separate button, and check in, check out is separate button. Is it possible that way? Because many times people get confused, especially the newcomers. When we have to train them, they say, "Sir, login हो गया है, अभी check in ही दिखा रहा है, log out नहीं दिखा रहा है." Again, they have to press. There's one button at the
It's
out,
on hold. Yeah,
small.
that's it.
So can't it be some two different buttons next to each other? To be very helpful if that is possible. Just see if
Sure, sir.
next.
Yeah,
That's
currently
it.
it is not available. Yeah. That's why we have, I mean, like, we just give different color for login, it's green, and for check-in, it is blue.
Because newcomers, it becomes a big
Yeah,
task for them to understand.
yeah.
I mean, it is purposefully or what, I don't know, but they say this I'm not able to understand how this. So check login, log out, let it be one, and then after logging in, let that other
That is
check in,
free.
check out
That
get
is free button.
activated on the
Yeah,
right side rather
yeah.
than one option at the bottom. this should be easier if that is possible.
Sure, sir. I'll note it down and I'll pass on this admin, sir, along with the other two.
Yeah, that is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your feedbacks and observation. Any more questions? Anybody before we wind up?
One more last question I
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
Sometimes when we
no,
have an issue,
yeah, sir.
we try to put a message on WhatsApp, but
Okay.
even before get resolved, we get a message that has got resolved. That issue is getting before that message, that particular issue is getting resolved. There's a WhatsApp Lystloc WhatsApp. This thing is there, right? So when I list down my problem, uh, even though the issue is not resolved after 1.5 2 hours, it just automatically gets a message. I get a message saying it is got resolved. So is it a bot that is doing completely, or is there someone who is
No, no, no,
actually
sir. We
reviewing it?
have a separate team, but the initial responses, it is like covered with bots only. So I'll check with the team on that, sir. We have a separate support team for that who's taking care of this. But the initial responses, we have, I mean, like we do have a bot for that. So I'll check on that as well, sir.
Same question from my side as well.
Thank you very much, sir. So ask for nutraceuticals. Yes, sir, it is noted, sir. I'll ask the support team to reach out to you for adding more options. We'll look into it. Yes, sir. Thank you all for joining today's session. If you have any, I mean, like, if you can reach out to us by this email, it's customer support at listlock.com. Have a great rest of the shift. Bye bye.